Hello everyone, this is BJ's Customs coming at you with another video, and this time is the Big Bot Bash, and this is put on by Bill Making Stuff over on YouTube, and this is his bot generator. So this is new for this year, and as you can see, I have a video in here of what I rolled, and these are the ones that I got. So domed, which was 4, spiky, which was 17, 20, which was cursed, and legs were runner, and flavor was fungal. And with that being said, these are my preliminary sketches here, and I kind of went a bit different on this one from what I sketched. So if any of you have seen my posts on YouTube of the building process, you have seen kind of what I did with it. So I kind of ran with the fungal theme quite a bit, as you will see here. I don't have any video of any building. Hopefully I can get that going at some point, but I'm just doing this on my phone and I don't have a lot of time to do editing and stuff like that. But without further ado, this is the Fungi robot. Sorry for bumping there. But as you can see, what I mean from fungal or fungi. So I built this base from a wooden frame at the dollar store and added some mushrooms I made out of foam clay and some hair tie type things that you get off the clothing that you buy, and used more foam clay here. The grass that I added here excuse me, is actually peat moss from the dollar store. And then I filled in the middle area with a bunch of sand and Mod Podge, and then glued the grass onto that. Painted it up pretty good. I'll probably put another coat of Mod Podge over that, because with the glue I used to glue the grass on, it kind of got weird, as you can see there. But with the body here, so the body was cursed, and so I came up with cursed, so writing like cursed on it, like kind of curse words there. On the back side we got WTF, Big Bot Bash, BJC for BJ's Customs. Added a bunch of bits on the back there. The bot itself is built from one of those 50-cent machine, like claw machine toy containers from that. So that's what the top of the head is. Obviously this hat he's got on is foam clay as well, which I can take that off, which is kind of cool. So there he is without it, but for the head it was domed, so that looks like a domed shape. Gave him kind of a cyclops looking eye. The arms were spiky, so the way I did that was I did some toothpicks. I also cut up some old pieces of sprue, which was really nice on that. Some drywall anchor bits. On the legs it's runner, and I just made them long and skinny. Let's see if I can take him off here without damaging the base. Hold please. maybe. Oh, there he goes. Anyway, as you can see, runner. And then the legs pieces here, the feet pieces, were off of a Final Faction guy. So this piece here, this upper piece here, this piece here, and this upper piece here on the arm were Final Faction. And then I filled in between those with some chopsticks and some wire tie things. I gave it a wire running from the back side there. Made those mushrooms look like they're growing on him. So he's kind of getting taken over by the fungal stuff. Gave him a bit of a dirty, grimy wash. And then did some highlights with some other silver and whatnot. But I think he turned out pretty good. I wrote bad there. Got a bomb over here, a skeleton, skull and crossbones. So I think that fits in with the cursed theme for sure. Let's see if we can get him back on here without damaging him a little bit. So there he is in all his glory, and he moves, his legs move, his arms move, so he's posable. And I didn't want to glue him to the base because I may use this base for other builds in the future and whatnot. But there's kind of a closer look at the hat. This foam clay takes texture really well and does really good with any type of stuff that you roll on it or make it. And that was a really good pointer from Bill Making Stuff, one of his last videos. But that's what I did for this year's. Y'all probably remember last year's, which I will show, the Bug Bot. I'll show him again. That's the Bug Bot, and he was really fun to build, but he's definitely not as tall or as big as this guy. So this new one, he turned out to be 8 inches tall. So that was from the second Bot Bash, and then this was from the first Bot Bash, but I didn't really even do it per the rules. So I don't know if it even really counts, but he's just a smaller bead bot, and I made him with a bunch of beads as a skeleton, wire and beads, and then put craft foam in little pieces over the top of him, and then gave him some more beads and some more gribblies, and put him on this checker piece from a checker game from the Dollar Tree. And I built that hand, this one here, with some leftover sprue and stuff, and it turned out really good. But as you can see, if you put him right there, look at how small he is compared to the new one. So it's pretty cool. But I also do have several others that I did. So this was my first ever bot, which is just a medicine container and some water bottle lids as wheels, some tape from a pallet, a spray topper, some beads, and I grunged up and grimed him up. So he turned out pretty good. He's a little too shiny because I had just high gloss at that point, but he turned out pretty good, and he kind of rolls. This was my second one here, and I don't know that I even put him on a video, but he's more of a like a army bot. But the way he's made, I took a car launcher from the Dollar Tree and used that as his body, his head, is a water bottle lid. As you can see, there's some beads in there for eyes, nose, and mouth. And then used Lego bits, which can move around. Did some plastic straws, which can move around too, to make his arms move. And then his feet are static. And then I gave him kind of a backpack there. So he was probably my second build as far as a bot. And then my third one was this guy, which is SK8, and he's a skate bot. He is also made out of a medicine bottle and then just some bread ties as rusty bits, end of some cotton swabs, Q-tips if you want to call them that. His back thing here, which I think is like a backpack and can also double as holding his skateboard if he wants to walk around. This top piece is from a bubble wand. The face is more bread tie, and then just did his eyes, and then he's on the Hot Wheels skateboard and he can skate around, which is cool. So that was my third bot, SK8. And don't knock over that guy. Those other two I didn't have names for. And then this one was a really cool one, for just a random Hot Wheels build that I did back in the day. Made the gun so it can swivel. It's a BFG kind of thing. Used the car that's called the Fast Fish from Hot Wheels. Made his face out of another piece from another Hot Wheels car. Did some gribblies for the eyes. This foot piece actually came from one of those junk bot toys. I don't know if they still exist. But the feet are a combination of sprue and a motorcycle frame from a toy car. And then you got this bug inspired car here. It's actually more like the BMW Izetta, I think it is, but it's like a drag truck with two wheels in the front and one wheel in the back, so it's like a drag bike. And then I got the wings off of another model kit I had, but she turned out really good with the purple and the muck and all that, and it's so awesome. And it just looks like this kind of like big dinosaur thingy almost. But normally I lay a car in there, which I could probably actually do at the moment. Let's see, go with this one, which I did a while back too. Like he's stopping it. Anyway, I had lots of fun, and I've had lots of fun with all my bot builds that I've done. And I will be doing more bot fashion builds, I want to do some more little tiny ones like this guy with some beads and stuff. I actually do have one more that I made, but it was a kit that I bought at the store, and I just added the base in. So I don't know if it really counts, but this guy, he's kind of cool. Got like a chainsaw and a gun on this side. Then I just added bits and pieces to the checkerboard piece. But he's kind of about the same size as that other guy. And then I also have this one that I kind of lost interest in a little bit. But he's a excuse me, he's a bead bot. He's on a rusty base. I made him kind of short, It's actually the back side of a Sharpie all cut up, and then did the arms, the one eye, stuff like that. And he's a little smaller still. So this is fun building bots. Excuse me, sorry. Kind of getting a little choked up in my throat. So anyway, this is a longer video, as you can see, and you will be seeing some glamour shots of the new bot for this build. So the Fungi Bot, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace, y'all.
Hello everyone, this is BJ's Customs coming at you again, and I am going to roll for my big bot bash from Bill Making Stuff. This is his generator here, and you take a D20 and you roll for your body parts. So we'll start with the head right now, and that one was a 4. Write that down, 4. And then the arms will be a 17. And then the body will be a 20. And then the leg is 7. So runner, and then flavor is a 6. So 6. So for head, looks like we have, what is it, number 4. Domed, and then arms are 17. Spiky, and then body is 20, which is cursed, and then legs are 7, which is runners, and then flavor is 6, which is fungal. So that'll be exciting. Have to figure out what to make. Those are my numbers there. But here goes nothing. We've got started and get going, and I can't wait to see what everyone else does. And thanks for putting this on again, Bill. Catch you on the next one. Peace.